I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Titans coming in at 5-10, going up against the Steelers, who come in at 10-5. So for the call of this Week 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
Had to restart my studio. Elgato froze, so we'll go through the roster real quick. Corey Davis, Eric Decker, they got D.D. Westbrook, who was actually killing me last game. I think it was like 7-6, and then it froze. So wasn't anything too crazy. We have to get more pressure. We have to play better. So we'll kind of see. We'll see what happens, man. See what happens. We're in the playoffs. If we win, we get a first-round bye. If we lose, we're playing in the wild card. So we'll see what happens. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, and holla at your boy, man. I'll see y'all next time. All right. Peace.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
This fielded at the 2. And out of return, here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down a pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll return it from the 6. Oh, he shifts past him. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. Defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Steeler offense.
Antonio Brown just defies convention because when you look at his build, you see a slot receiver, a short, shifty guy, but he makes many of his plays on the outside part of the field like one of the taller, rangier receivers in the league. Excellent route runner, tremendous hands, and fantastic with the ball in his hands after the catch. Antonio Brown's one of the best ones out there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. Roberts firing quickly here, and that's complete. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
And to give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The starting defense for the Titans.
One of the areas of need for the Tennessee Titans in 2017, an elite safety. So they went out and signed Jonathan Cyprien from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I expect them to pair him with Kevin Byard, as a rookie in 2016, and provide a strength for a defense that's looking for help down the middle.
Here's Roberts looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Andy Dalton, a first-quarter touchdown pass in that one. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. To throw is Roberts. Throwing on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Time running out here on the play clock. They run the counter now on first down. Room here to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? You know,
and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback, and indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back. came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. The numbers for Davis last week: 4 catches, 82 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Throwing is Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's game continues to gain notice and respect. He's a long defensive end, but has great ability to bend and get leverage. Can take on blockers at the point of attack and also shows skill in rushing the passer.
You mentioned he's long, 6'7", over 315 pounds. Man, he is huge. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Oh, spinning away. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Roberts on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones in there to get him for a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
He'll take it at the 42. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Nashville right after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On play action, Mariota under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Here's Mariota. James has got it. Complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Yeah, he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. On 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Let's go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Roberts now to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Throwing on 1st down. Roberts. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Here we go. Try 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Come on, let's go.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive. And normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. Here's Roberts to throw on third down. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
To throw is Roberts. Looking to throw on second down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Roberts to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Here we go!
Now Roberts throwing on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They juked him, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
Roberts now operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
And it is now 21-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Marcus Mariota getting ready to go again here on offense. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Mariota now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
An NFL update. They're in the second quarter in Baltimore. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Andy Dalton with one touchdown pass thus far. On 1st and 10, Roberts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Here's Roberts from the gun on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Mariota to throw it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. They run the counter now on 1st down. Trucks over it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go.
To throw is Roberts. Looking to throw on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. The Titans have been worked over in the first half and trail big right now. The Steelers have done a good job taking control of this game, and the scoreboard shows as much. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Hit to late in the first. Browns got the reception, and he capped off the 11-play drive with the TD as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Now midway through the second, Roberts going to complete the pass, and he'll end up at the 10-yard line before being tackled. Steelers still on the field. Broken coverage here on the pass play. And he capped off the long drive with the TD. That puts them on top by 14. Titans have it midway through the second. Mariota's throw under pressure leads to the turnover. Clemens is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Roberts going to shift out to the right side, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Steelers with the ball late in the half. Browns able to get open here, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. That pushes the lead to 28. So that'll do it for us in Orlando for the second half kickoff. Let's get back up to Nashville as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Roberts to throw on second down. He's got his man on the crossing route. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Samson Abukum coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
A big hit. Knocked down sideways.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
Now Roberts on third down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And a trio of touchdown passes so far. They've got the lead as well. All is good in their football world at this point.
And it's so much fun for our colleagues, right? Think about our producer, our director, everyone putting together these shots. Wouldn't you love to be in the truck right now and hear him calling for it? Give me that one, give me that one, give me that one. And we just saw 3 beautiful touchdown passes.
Now he's looking for 4. Roberts now on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Rodgers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, You can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Let's go. 190. 190.
The play clock's running down. Now they try the right side here. Oh, look at the juke. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd and 2, Roberts. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second down following the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense. Something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now Mariota. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 10. Dances by him. And a give this time to the tailback. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a handoff, running off tackle right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Here's Roberts on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another 1st down.
Good route. Good pickup for 1st down yardage. And that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Antonio Morrison leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw is Roberts. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Steelers.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
Oh, she's at least.
She's on like the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Mariota. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try to keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down. Mariota now on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Mariota. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed.
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Titans on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The Titans on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. On the read option, it's Mariota. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Here we go. 38.
Roberts to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now from Baltimore. And looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Andy Dalton, 2 touchdown passes in the W. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him 30 yards there. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.